You're listening to the Local Global Nevada, the podcast where we connect Northern Nevada to the world by amplifying immigrant and international voices, bringing clarity to complex issues, and fostering dialogue that strengthens community understanding and trust. Through local stories with global perspectives, we show how diversity shapes and enriches our region. Brought to you by the Northern Nevada International Center. I'm your host, Yulia Rajek. Hello, L.G.N followers. Thank you so much for joining us today for our last episode of the Season 1 of the Local Global Nevada. And the topic we will be discussing today is very important for many immigrants rebuilding their career, the hidden journey of immigrant professionals. Did you know that 1 of 5 employees in the United States are actually immigrants? Many times, immigrating to a new country is not just about the rebuilding a new life. It's also about rebuilding a career. And many immigrants coming to the United States are very highly professional and have their own expertise in the different fields like healthcare, education, transportation, hospitality, and professional services. Although when they come to the United States, many times they cannot continue their career here and they have to start from the beginning. Sometimes rebuilding the career in the United States can take years. Immigrant professionals need to reevaluate their degrees, sometimes start their education from scratch in the United States, take exams, get license and certifications, and it is even more complicated in a healthcare system. So only a portion of those immigrants who come here with an already built career in their home countries in the healthcare system are able to rebuild their healthcare career. So today we're meeting with one of those people who has been dedicated enough to get her career on track in the United States. Please meet Olena. She is an immigrant from Ukraine, and she used to be a dentist and the orthodontist back in Ukraine, and she was able to rebuild her career successfully in the United States. Hello, Olena.
Hello, Yulia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming and joining us for our podcast today.
Of course.
So would you please tell us a little bit about your journey as an immigrant and a little bit about your education back home and the career? So,
With a pleasure. I came from Ukraine almost 20 years ago at the end 2006.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back to Ukraine. I like all kids finish 10 years school in Ukraine. We have 10 years of high school. Then I get accepted, pass the test, numerous test, and get accepted in medical university.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to pursue my career on the medical field. I get accepted to the dentist program in university. I study 5 years. I get diploma as a family dentistry doctor and start working.
So how old were you when you started to work in Ukraine?
When I start working, I was approximately my early 20s, 24, 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky I find a good job in private office. Back to Ukraine, we have private office and government offices. Private office, much better equipment, new technology. So I was lucky and very happy to work in that office and get a lot of knowledge and experience. Then in 5 years, I get a little bit boring that I do the same things as you get more skill in your professional career. So I decided to learn something new, and back then it was very interesting and new things come to the market. It's orthodontic knowledge, orthodontic skills. So I was very fascinated in those areas because it's very interesting how person can move other person living teeth in their mouth without destruction, without building something artificial, like real teeth and real people. You can move and you can make them beautiful smile. So it was like epic of my career that I actually be able to do such a things to people.
That's great.
And the same time when I was from Kyiv, Ukraine, we have office where we have some people foreign people from Europe, even from America, come to seek our service.
It's like an internal medical tourism, right?
Yes, because Ukrainian dentistry, it's almost the same level like American dentistry, but much, much cheaper. So people who, for example, get married, Ukrainian people, they not afraid Ukrainian culture and get service, so they come and get treatment and save a lot of money.
Yeah, I think this is something that is very popular even right now. So yeah, and medical tourism is very famous. I'm not sure about the United States, but I would say many people get their dentist,
Definitely from Europe, yes. I had some even customers, clients, patient from America. And what I realized that my school degree, even at school I study English, it wasn't enough to professionally or clear communicate with the people. So I decided to take classes additional to improve my English. And another problem happens, probably still is in Ukraine, that we speak with each other foreign language and we both have the same accent.
Yeah.
But when really native person come from Europe or from America, they have their accent and it's very hard to understand it.
Okay.
That's why I try to seek foreigner people, native speaking English, whom I can improve my English and understand better and just repeat or just improve my English. Communication, yes, better communication. And it's how I met my husband and moved to America.
So this is how you actually immigrated, right? So were you thinking, did you have any like thoughts in your mind before you met your future husband that you want to immigrate to other country, or were you like successfully and happily living in the?
I was actually pretty happy with my career and my education. As I said before, I was working in private office in capital city. I was pretty good. It just life happens, and I decided why not to try.
Did you have any concerns before you like decided to immigrate to the United States about your work here?
Well, I realized that I might not move to America and be a dentist. I was trying to thinking about pros and cons, and that I might never be a dentist. I might never be in dental field ever again. But again, I already work as 10 years. I pretty fulfill my, I would say, design career. I know what I can do. I was pretty happy, so I decided to try different approach, different field, and see what would happen.
So what happened next after you immigrated?
After I immigrated, I getting married. At the beginning, I've been stay-at-home mom. I have 2 beautiful children out that marriage, and the same time, I was taking classes and improve my English. Then we decided that I tried to see how easy or how hard it is to me to evaluate my diploma and what steps need to be taken to try to be a dentist again. Then when I realized how hard it how long it takes, all these classes, and
So what happened to your evaluation? Were you able to evaluate your degree so you could like get the license and actually start working?
Unfortunately, no, because I realized that I even don't have a school diploma, because Ukrainian education, American education, completely different level. So they told me, well, go get this high school test. I
Oh, really?
forget
So they
the name.
basically sent you back to high school?
Yes,
Okay.
and I was already in my middle 30s, right? So we finished high school in early before 20 years old. So
Right.
I work and study at least 15 years. I was very good at school, but I don't remember all these formulas, all
Right.
these rules what need to be restudied. Just
How were you feeling like mentally when you realized that like to rebuild your career you actually need to go back to high school and get that diploma first before you even can start doing something?
it was frustration. It was big frustration. It was big disappointment, because I hope that I could take at least couple years. I didn't know that I have to really prove the new system that I can read, that I know math, I know how to count, and it was disappointment and frustration, and I have to overcome that and just like, okay, I need to calm down and figure out what's the next step, what I be able to do. Definitely I couldn't go back and just take a test that high school children taken, because I don't remember that. Just like, what should I do? Just like, oh, you have to take classes, you have to go to community college, you have to take test and see what level you are and start from them. And then we will build your program, how many subjects you need to take. And of course, everything costs money, nothing is free, especially in America.
Obviously, yes.
Yes, and yes, I take English test to see what level I am, how many classes I need to take to the point that I can get accepted to the dental program, and what kind of prerequisite classes I need to take in America in order to be take a test and be accepted. At the beginning, I thought I could try to be a dentist. Then I realized that in order to be a dentist, dentist diploma not have any level of evaluation. So I have to go and take at the beginning.
So basically, your Ukrainian diploma from the university was not
Nothing.
Meant nothing.
Meant nothing.
Okay.
And it was very heartbreaking, because I went to dental offices in America. We have basically the same material, the same brand we use, the same equipment. In capital city, equipment even better. In some offices in America, much older than we have, more modern technology in Ukraine. But you don't have certification, so you need to start all over. Plus, Ukrainian education to be a dentist to take 5 years. American near 10 years.
Oh my God, really?
So I came to country when I already was 35 years old. I have children for a while until I improve my English. I was a stay-at-home mom, so by the time I decided to do my career, I already was like 40-ish. So additional 10 years of study, I will be over my 50 just to finish school.
Yeah, that's right.
And how much it will cost me. And some most biggest question, do I have time to pay it back if I be able to get student loan, right?
Yeah.
Because So all this situation was disappointment, was frustration, and I almost give up. Just okay, I decide I already had my career. I decided to move and have children and family. I was pretty happy with that. But then one of my friends suggests just like, hey, you don't have that in Ukraine, but you have in America. You can be a dental hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
It's work in the same field. You knowledgeable enough. It's actually less stress or less responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
and plus less time to get through all this education.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it still take me 4 years to take 2 years prerequisite classes and 2 years to get accepted dental hygiene program.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it's more reasonable and much faster.
That's great. So what was your kind of thinking process when you decided that you want to move forward and you want to go back to work? You mentioned that you were pretty happy having children and a family and being a homestaying mom. So what was that pushed you back into career and you decided that you want to rebuild that?
Well, at the beginning when we discuss situation with my ex-husband, his requirement was, I want that you work in America. My requirement was, I want to have children.
Okay.
I want to have marriage, I want to have children, I want to have family. And of course I tried to hold my side of bargain, how you call it, on my side of agreement, plus additional income. It's always good. It's never hurt anybody. Plus it's give me additional source of independence.
Right. After you got your degree in as a dentist hygienist, like how did you feel about that? Like when you started to work, were you happy coming back to your career, or
it was scary, it was stressful, plus like you mentioned at the beginning, English, it's always a barrier. Like I live in America almost 20 years. I went to numerous schools. I think I'm speaking pretty well English. I understand, but I still have my accent. Everybody knows that I'm foreigner. And of course, it's certain amount inconvenience, and you couldn't completely relax when you talking to people, when you doing your job, because it's additional stress factor, because you have to think in twice what you say, how you say, plus you probably not looking too much presentable because you're, at least my English on the basic level. It's not journalist or high educational level, the words I use.
Okay. Have you had this situation? So you just mentioned that you don't feel comfortable when you have to talk. Did you have any situations in your career when people would kind of underestimate you because of your language abilities?
All the time, numerous situations. The first, you couldn't express yourself properly, right? So first people see you speaking, and they don't know what some people sitting in chair and tell, oh, I had no idea what you're talking about. Oh, I don't understand you. So just like, okay, I will talk to you slowly. I will repeat it one more time. Yes, and of course people see you at the beginning like much less educated than you are, because you couldn't freely and right way express your emotions, explain yourself, what you mean, what you feel. So yes, it's part of being immigrant, and it's probably stay for me forever. It's another things I took in consideration, that if I move to different country, I have to give up a lot of stuff, even self-esteem, because people will pursue me differently, people will judge me differently, people thinking about me differently. I have to somehow to go over that and not really care much about
This
it.
is really unfortunate, and this is like a very common situation, and not even like with your level of language or anything. Even like it's a common thing when people would underestimate immigrants and those who are not native speakers, and even if they hear like a little accent in their speech, it could be the reason why they would not get jobs, for example, or get less salary, for example, something like this. Yes.
They don't want to much communicate with you, don't want to try to know you, because it's hard to, because they have to pay more attention to understand you, because again it's what you say, what do you say, oh, just like whatever, and I'd rather go communicate with somebody else than know you.
Yeah. Do you think it will be the same in Ukraine for the foreign people? Imagine if, for example, somebody from America would come and want to work and talk Ukrainian language. Do you think it would be the same? Do you think it's like just a common people's kind of intention to like get things easier done?
I don't know about specific any immigrant on America, because American language or English language, it's very popular in Ukraine right now. People try to get education, try to learn new English. It's open more horizons for you if you speak additional, even if you don't want to move. Additional language give you opportunity, attract clients from all over the world. A lot of international business going on. So in Ukraine, if you want to find good job, you need to know at least one language. So it's still discomfort, but for American people, like the same situation happens. With my ex, we moved actually for 1 year, live back in Ukraine, and for him to get job without learning Ukrainian, get good job in private sector, yes, and be an English teacher, I could give him job like next day he arrived. Because again, we don't have enough native speaking people. Nobody asked him about if he has diploma of teacher. Nobody asked him that he need pass any test or credential. Nobody asked him that he need to learn Ukrainian. Now he can get job.
So the attitude of people towards him was like better than like, for example, here in the US?
I couldn't speak for him because, again, from my point of view, he was pretty happy in Ukraine. We have a lot of relatives and friends who already know English, and they would love to spend time with us and speak in English. It's give him like he want to learn Ukrainian or back then Russian, but he basically couldn't because nobody wants to speck with him Russian. Everybody wants to speak to him in
So
English.
If we talk about like immigrants in general, do you think they would receive the same kind of treatment as immigrants in the United States, or it will be different in your opinion?
I couldn't say for people. I just say what experience I had with my ex, and I thought that he was pretty happy. And matter of fact, if war not happens in Ukraine, we probably will be still in Ukraine. But it's what was my observation.
Okay.
But again, different immigrants come from different countries with a different background, with a different language. I don't know. I think European might be the same easy because additional language like French very popular, right? German people would love to improve. So all school who teach foreign language in Ukraine would be happy to hire them at least part-time.
But they have to speak Ukrainian first, right? They don't like they would. Do you think they would need to be like native in Russian or Ukrainian to be able to work?
I guess they need to have a certain basic to communicate if they want. But during 1 year we've been in Ukraine, my ex doesn't really need it. Unfortunately, he wanted, but he didn't get chance to learn.
Did you ever get any credits here in the States for like knowing any additional languages than other than English?
No, I wish I was parallel study Spanish, additional language. It's what I try to tell my daughter, that any additional language, it's always beneficial for you. And I still believe in that, not only English and Spanish and French and German, because nowadays the words so connected each other, and you never know when you will need, and would be more beneficial and easy for you if you already know additional language.
Right. Okay, so you mentioned that it was pretty challenging for you to kind of start working in this environment and in a new language for you. Was it the most challenging, or are there anything else that you could mention? Like, what was the most challenging problems for you to become a working professional in the United States?
I guess in my age, go back to school. You need to overcome your pride, I guess, because you've already been somebody in your life. You already been respected. You already went through school twice. Like you get from the 10 years high school, then you get from 5 years to be a student. Again, when you're student, you don't make any money, right? You always depend on somebody. You don't have to finish your job and come home and rest. You're going home and doing homework.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you already have family to take care. So I guess it's a lot of pressure. It's exhaustion. It's, yes, and that you have to start all over. And how people look at you, how people, nobody tell me anything bad, but you feel like
the treatment is different.
Treatment is a little bit different. Plus, I guess psychologically, I went back to school when I was in my 40-something, for example, like 45 years old, right? And I have classmates whose mother was younger than me. So they, my classmates, we're doing homework together, but it's really hard to find some connection and be a friends because I'm older than her parents, right? And it's not only one person, and just like half classmates was like this. They're kids, and you already not really old, but already lady with experience, and you on the same level worry about passing test, upset if you get D, and go home and do homework. Yes,
that's right. But anyways, I feel like the education is for everyone, so that's something. It is a psychological issue, of course, because obviously when you are on the certain stage in your life, you don't want to go back and start over. That's for sure.
Many high school kids, they don't want to study, and just like, and I have to do it again. Just like, am I crazy enough to do it to myself?
So do you have any regrets? You immigrated and you like went through all this journey again, or are you happy about your journey? So would you share that?
Of course I'm happy. I'm doing job I love. I'm on the field I love and I know, and I've been forever. I have my independence. I get my money. Not worry about how I can survive tomorrow. And yes, I'm doing things I love. I'm working in fields I love when I choose. So I'm very happy.
That's great. So I would like to ask you, so we have a lot of immigrants watching us as well. So if you don't mind, if you have anything to tell them, your advice as a person who has already went through this long journey, rebuilding the career in a new country, learning new language, adjusting to the workforce here and the working environment, what would be your advice to those who are still in the middle of that process or like starting just now?
Just one person tell me when I was in like between try to figure it out my career, and I'm already over 40, how I can accomplish it, how old I will be, do I really need to do it? One of person told me, just don't thinking about it, don't overthinking, just one step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And just make a goal for yourself and don't thinking about who will tell you what, who will thinking what about you, how you will feel. Just go and do it. And education, it's really important. It open more door for you. It's give you freedom. And of course, language, if they have opportunity to learn before they come to America, it's much easier. If not, just don't stay at home, don't give up, don't try to surround yourself only with your pool of friends who understand you. Just like go there, learn English, and go and do whatever you love to do. Doesn't matter what age, especially in America, you not feel that you're old, and it's more common for Ukrainian culture when women after 40 almost done, 50, just need to sit, like I always joke, sit near the window and waiting for your time. Yes, I'm after over 50. I'm still feel myself young mom with raising two beautiful children. I have my career. I'm pretty happy in my life.
That's great. So basically, you just need to go outside of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
And get the things done. If you have a goal, just follow it.
Just do it, and you can do it.
Thank you so much, Elena. It was a great pleasure to talk to you today, and thank you so much again for coming and joining and sharing your story with us. Hopefully, some of our audience will benefit from it. Thank you so much.
My pleasure as well.
Thank you.